Hello everyone, it's your realtor Katie. So this month I'm going to be sharing some information on a topic that's often not discussed enough. And we're talking about the importance of creating an estate plan. So what is an estate plan? Basically, it's when it comes to your assets, it's about putting together a plan so that your estate, usually your home, but it can be other assets, stocks, bonds, bank accounts, so that you discuss ahead of time what you want to happen to those later on in life in the event that you're no longer able to take care of it or that you pass away, which unfortunately we all do. So for most family members, that the decision to disperse those assets is filled with all kinds of emotions because it's an emotional time anyway. So it's a good idea to take the time right now, really, to have a conversation with your family members about what your expectations are, what your desires are, and then create a clear and legally binding plan to make sure that everyone's wishes are respected and everything's going to happen as you want it to. So there's four primary ways to pass a home down. So you could sell a home outright to a family member, which obviously if you're still living in it, you're probably not going to do that. You can gift it to the family member while you're still alive. You can bequeath it to a family member after you're passing, or you can do a deed transfer after you're passing. Now, most of the two ways that people really do handle their assets is a last will and testament and a living trust. Now, to keep it really simple, a last will and testament is just a legal document that says how you want your assets to be distributed. You usually have an executor of your estate, and if you have minor children, you have a guardian. Now, it can be done on your own, or you can hire someone to do it. I always suggest that you hire someone to do it because if you're not sure what you're doing, you can make mistakes. You can not have it notarized because we've heard of instances where that has happened. Like with Aretha Franklin, she had like several handwritten wills around the house. They said they found one under her couch. And so then it becomes a big deal and a big fight with family members to decide which one is the correct one. And then the other way is a living trust. And a living trust, it can be revocable and irrevocable. And the main benefit that trusts have over wills is that they don't have to go through probate court. Post that somewhere, okay? Because let me tell you, what that means, if you have a will, yeah, you put down in writing what you want to happen, but wills have to go to probate court. And so that means it can take a while. Here in California, it can take anywhere 6 months to a year, maybe longer if people are fighting. I know a family that had, I think 11 siblings. And when their father passed away, he had a will. Well, the other siblings didn't think it was fair, so they went to probate court. The problem with that is that he had about 7 or 8 properties. So it literally took 2 or 3 years to divide that up. Now, if someone needs their funds, quicker, then that's a problem. The other problem with probate is that you have to hire a probate attorney. And then you have to pay court fees on top of that. So imagine having to go back and forth to court, call your attorney over 2 or 3 years, how much that's going to cost you. I know someone, they said that their fees at the end was 10% of their assets. Their assets at the time that they got it all figured out was over $1 million. 10% of $1 million is $100,000. If you have a living trust, you avoid probate court. So why don't more people have a living trust? Number one reason is because there's a cost to it. However, you can get a living trust done anywhere from a couple $1,000s to, depending on the type you get, $5,000 or $10,000. But let's just say it's $10,000. $10,000 is a heck of a lot less than 10% of assets. Even if all you have is a house, average house in Southern California worth $500,000. 10% is 50 grand. 10,000 or 50 grand. You tell me which is the best way. So what you need to do right now, you can put a comment down below, contact me, private message me. I can give you some resources, but if you have a home, you need to have a living trust. Even if you don't have a home, but you have other assets, you need to have a living trust. So reach out to me. Text me, call me, private message me, however you want to do it, and I can get you these resources because you need to have an estate planning checklist. I have a copy of a checklist. So if you want that checklist, reach out to me and I'll get it to you. So again, information for you. It's your realtor Katie. Have a great day. Peace.